Here's the top 5 cars as things stand. Hamilton, Albon, Verstappen, Leclerc and Norris. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Verstappen, Leclerc and Norris. And we're in front of Stroll, Bottas and Ricciardo. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:30.4. So just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Leclerc, Verstappen and Albon. And behind us are Ocon, Russell and Ricciardo. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:29.8.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. How will not making Q3 affect your strategy tomorrow? Let's talk about another team. How do you feel they did today? Great. Well, that's everything.
Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin, in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself 14 miles southeast of the city centre and home to the US Grand Prix since 2012. The latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6 mile track. And we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about the rookie. They've been involved in a number of costly incidents lately. That's got to affect their mindset going into this race.
It's not an ideal situation by any means. When you get into a bad run like that, there's always a risk of frustration creeping in, which can cause more mistakes and locks you into this vicious cycle. Hopefully today they can get through turn 1 cleanly and stay calm for the rest of the race.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Gasly, Lewis Hamilton and Norris, Sainz, Stroll, Albon and the rookie, De Vries, Bottas. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Esteban Ocon and Russell, Matsushita, Joe, Daniel Kvyat and Daniel Ricciardo. Giovinazzi and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Okay, so you bagged a podium result last race. Let's see if we can do the same here. Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap. shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel. We're in 10th position. Albon's just ahead. Push for the position. De Vries behind. The distance to the leader is 5.4 seconds. Your pit window opens in 60 laps time. 28 laps to go. Make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Button for more power. We need to push. Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy. This lap, push hard on the in-lap. use your overtake button more, it's time to utilize some of this energy. Our gap to the car in front is 2.3 seconds. Release, release. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Trailing our teammate by 9.1 seconds. Just a reminder, we are critical on fuel, probably a lap or so short. We don't need to risk a DNF chasing records, so think about going down to mix 1 and lifting early into the corners. that these tyres need to last till the end of the race. There's only one lap of fuel remaining. Okay, gap ahead is 14.2 seconds. Okay, this is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty. This is your final lap of the race. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari. And after this round of the World Championship, Here's how things look in the driver's table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Charles Leclerc showed exactly how to manage yourself out on the track today. He was almost flawless out there. Incredible stuff.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. How do you feel about that penalty? Are you angry at the officials or yourself? You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy? You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash? Great. Well, that's everything.